Time to assemble the Arrows P51 Mustang from HobbyZone. Now here's an exciting piece of news. If you want to save 10 bucks on your purchase of any FMS or Arrows airplane, just use code JustPlainCrazy. All one word. And that would also save you. You can use that code on any Arrows products as well. All right, guys, it's Brendan here at Just Plain Crazy. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to get started on assembling the Arrows P51D, the Detroit Miss Mustang from HobbyZone. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and install our drop tanks. Now, these fit only on one side, so you have to make sure that they should slide in there fairly easy. If you have them on the right way, if it seems like they don't want to go, just simply reverse them. Our next step, we're going to go ahead and we can flip this thing over. And I really like this about the extensions they give you. Not only are they labeled, but they have the locks on them. So we're just going to go ahead and click all these together. So we have flaps here, and this one's for the gear. Just go ahead and make sure you match up your colors. Click them together so we don't actually even need safety locks. But these are our locking Y harnesses. We have, it looks like, one that is not going to be labeled at all. And I'm going to say that that is our ailerons, because flaps are labeled and gear is labeled. Next, we're going to install our elevator push rod, and it shows that this is going to go in the hole furthest away. So that's going to give us the most amount of elevator throw. We're going to slide in our carbon rod. Next, we're just going to go ahead and slide in our elevators, our horizontals. Make sure you got the horn side down. Now we're going to slide in our second elevator half, and all you want to do is just hold and just press them together. Make sure that you line up the splines of the actual elevators, and then you're going to install, there's small black screws, and you're going to use those. Now the instruction manual shows that we hook up the clevis to the hole furthest away on the horn. And then again, it has the little piece of tubing on there to make sure that it doesn't come off. Next, we're going to go ahead and fish our wiring up through the plane, and we're going to attach the wing. Now we're going to go ahead and install our receiver. Now I'll take a moment to have this discussion, because this is a good point where most people would prefer not to put on the prop and spinner until after your radio is set up and the throttle lock is engaged, so that way you don't have any issues. I do encourage that. I am confident with my abilities, so please understand, if you're new to this step, you can leave off the prop and spinner until you have your receiver set up appropriately. Install our throttle for power, hook up our battery. There you go. Receiver's in, wiring's tucked away. And check out this really cool spot for this battery. This thing fits perfect. Now this is a Turnigy 2200 3S, but it fits right in that slot, right up in the nose. When it comes down to the CG, the battery is in as far as it can go, and it really can't come back because when you put the canopy in, that little nub holds it in place. So they give you a little bit of an envelope between 89 and 94 millimeters. So what that looks like, and what I do is I put little fuzzy dots on the bottom, and that gives me a reference mark. So right about there is 90. So you can go back to there as far back as you want to go, but where I'm CGing is just a hair front into those indents. So now it comes down to the old argument: do you balance it with the gear up or the gear down? Quite frankly, I like my planes to land and take off well, and I've always balanced them with the gear down, and it works out just fine for me that way. I like my planes that way. I can adjust if needed, but that will always get you flying. Now, do you balance it upright or upside down? The reason people do that is just for this reason. You balance it upside down because it gives you a better reference, and it's easier to balance because the gear openings and the gear is not in the way. So that's why people balance them upside down. But that's the only advantage to that. So otherwise, I think we're pretty good right where we are. CG is good. Let's check our throws. When it came down to setting the throws, I noticed the linkage, the way it's already hooked up, gives you your high rates exactly where you needed them. So all I needed to do is set up my transmitter to the low rate functions. Now, the last step to your process before you fly, if you wish, is to get yourself some good 3M Blenderm tape. You can get this off of Amazon. Cut it into strips and then just go ahead and nicely place it on the inside. It doesn't need to be very wide. At best, 3/8 of an inch. So if you can already find this in like 1/4 inch, that would be great, or 3/8 of an inch, that would be even better. But just go ahead and lay it in there. And to do that, you want to go ahead and expand that aileron all the way open like that. Lay your piece of tape on the inside of there and then close it. Be very careful when you go to lay that tape in there. If you get it on the painted surface and you go to pull it off, it's going to peel that paint right off with it. And there you have it, guys. I hope that helps you of the assembly of your Arrows P51D Mustang from HobbyZone. Again, 1100 millimeter, about 43 inches. This is a 3S 40 amp ESC Mustang with retracts. So with that being said, it took us about what we thought it would. It took us under an hour. Really, the longest part was setting up the transmitter to do the things we wanted it to do. Fairly straightforward and easy. What I really like about this is the ease of assembly. This can even be touted, as you will, a beginner plane. And by a beginner plane, I'm not talking a trainer. I'm saying you've moved up from a trainer into something else. Great size, fits in your car here super easily. You could take the wing off if you really wanted to, but I think you can probably manage if you left it just like this, assembled. But I like the realistic details they put in this for being a foam model. Assembled, super easy, super quick. The instructions were awesome. So that's a wrap, guys. We got to get this thing out to the field. Again, I'm Brendan. This is Just Plain Crazy. You guys are just plain crazy for always hanging out and watching. Do me a favor, hop on over to www.hobbyzone.com. Check out the full line of airplanes, this one included, that they have. So if this one isn't your cup of tea, you might find one there you like. If this one is your cup of tea, do me a favor. Link down in the description below to get you over to HobbyZone and my affiliate link. It helps out the channel a lot. So with that being said, shameless plug time. So do me a favor, smash the thumbs up. Helps out the channel immensely. If you're going to hit the thumbs down to teach me a lesson, do that thing twice for sure, right? Like, share, subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on the official Just Plain Crazy pages, Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. So with that being said, guys, it's a wrap. Time to get this thing out. Can't wait to fly it. Get this made and done. I'm super excited. So with that being said, I wish you guys happy flights. Peace out.